Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Monday, the 29th of January. Concerns acts moving the wrong way on taxation. In leader David Seymour's State of the Nation speech over the weekend, he mentioned his idea flatter taxes are fairer. Advocacy group Tax Justice Aotearoa says that's untrue and often leads to wealthier people paying less tax. Chair Ben Barclay says more tax should be on the table, not less.
We don't tax wealth really in any meaningful way, either wealth or the income from wealth. So we don't have a comprehensive capital gains tax.
A couple have been rescued from Mount Ruapehu, caught up in wild weather in the central North Island yesterday. The Ruapehu Alpine Rescue Organisation says as the pair descended, they ended up cold and rain-soaked in the upper Wairere catchment. Police were able to pinpoint their location through their cell phone. The weather improved overnight and rescuers led the couple on a long walk safely out by 4 this morning. Retailers are holding out for solutions to stem retail crime. Over the weekend, 2 Michael Hill jewellery stores were hit by smash and grabs, and a supermarket security guard was stabbed trying to stop a shoplifter. Retail NZ Chief Executive Carolyn Young says the sector wants long-term plans to address causes of crime, like poverty and education problems. She says in the shorter term they want the court backlog cleared.
Currently, people could be arrested and charged with an offence, but they may not get to the courts for 18 months or 2 years. In the meantime, they've gone back and reoffended half a dozen times.
Auckland Council is responding to former Police Commissioner Mike Bush's criticism of its response to his review of last year's Auckland anniversary flooding. Bush has said the council essentially marked its own homework and he wasn't invited to review how recommendations were met. Council Chief Executive Phil Wilson says council will contact Bush, but says they've completed all urgent recommendations and 19 of the 29 in total. Labour's Aisha Verrill says the government's broken an election promise not to cut frontline public funding, with ministries and agencies reportedly told to slash spending up to 7.5% before the next budget year. An opportunity for New Zealand to demonstrate global leadership in calling for immediate and sustainable ceasefire in Gaza. A coalition of humanitarian organisations is pressuring the government to leverage its international standing to pursue long-term peace. Council of International Development's Executive Director Peter Rudd says the need for aid in Gaza is dire. To sport and to the NFL, the San Francisco 49ers have pulled off one of the greatest comebacks in conference final history to beat the Detroit Lions 34-31 in the NFC final. The 49ers will meet the Kansas City Chiefs in next month's Super Bowl. Free skier Nico Porteous has won silver in the men's Superpipe at the Aspen X Games with a score of 92.66 on his final run. And Lydia Ko's wait to join the LPGA's Hall of Fame continues after finishing runner-up at the Drive On Championship in Florida. I'm Raylene Ramsey and that is your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.